Welcome back. This is the final part of our Southern Africa adventure, so make sure to catch up on the first 3 parts if you haven't already. Day 12 begins on a plane from Johannesburg to Victoria Falls. This means we are officially leaving South Africa for country number 2, Zimbabwe. We checked in to our accommodation at Drift Inn, which was nice and spacious. And we explored a bit of the grounds. The property is super pretty, and they also have a pool. We headed into town and did some window shopping until it was time for our river cruise. We were greeted with this wonderful islandy music. Food and drink was included, so you know I had to get a Coke. While this isn't a game drive, we still got to spot several animals on this river cruise, starting with this crocodile and some hippos. Some more food as we continue down the Zambezi River, which actually flows through 6 countries. This cruise was a super relaxing way to spend our travel day from South Africa, and we saw a lot more wildlife than I expected. And then it was time for the best part, the sunset. We have the sun and the moon. This was the prettiest golden hour. A sunset cruise on the Zambezi is a must. We made our way back to the dock and called it a night. The next day, we started with a delicious breakfast at the hotel. Today we're going to Victoria Falls, which is one of the world's largest waterfalls. We're going to see it from both the Zimbabwe and Zambia side, so it's pretty cool that we get to see this waterfall from 2 different countries. And here we are at Victoria Falls. This is truly one of the grandest waterfalls, and there's a long trail that takes you through all the different viewpoints. This was our first look at the falls. I was blown away by how powerful the water was gushing down. Victoria Falls is so huge that each of these viewpoints is actually just a small section of the falls. Victoria Falls is known for its width. It is 1,708 meters, or for my Americans, 5,604 feet wide. The spray from the waterfall was a lot more intense than we expected, and we ended up getting soaked, so dress accordingly. Make sure you get the full-length poncho because we are fully drenched. Outside the falls, there is a huge market for any and every souvenir your heart desires. As I mentioned earlier this morning, we are seeing Victoria Falls from not 1, but 2 countries, so let's head over to Zambia. We saw this beautiful double rainbow, and some brave people rafting in the falls. And now we make it to our 3rd country of this trip to explore the Zambia side of Victoria Falls. The Zambia side is a lot smaller than the Zimbabwe side, but there are some cool trails and we hiked the Boiling Pot Trail. This trail was a little more strenuous than we expected and super rocky at times, so make sure you're prepared. But I would say it was completely worth it. It was so cool to see the boiling pot whirlpool at the bottom, as well as the bungee jumpers on the bridge above us. Back in the main viewing area, we got some new perspectives of the waterfall, and like the Zimbabwe side, the mist was pretty intense. We did some more souvenir shopping here before heading back to Zimbabwe to the Lookout Cafe for lunch with the best view ever. Just look at that. The milkshake and food were delicious. Tonight we headed to the Boma. This is a one-of-a-kind cultural experience with dinner, a drum show, dancing, face painting, and so much more. First, we helped ourselves to this huge spread of food. And I even got a couple pieces of my hair braided. But the best part was definitely the interactive drum show. The night ends with a huge dance party. This was such a fun experience, definitely a must-do. We start the next morning in Botswana, the fourth country in our trip. Here in Botswana, we're visiting Chobe National Park. This morning we're doing a river safari, so we're on a boat for that. And then this afternoon, after lunch, we're doing a game drive. So hopefully we see a lot of animals today. Once again, drinks were included on the boat, so you know I had to start my morning off with a can of Coca-Cola. So healthy. This was a double-level boat, so we checked out the top deck and got a great view of the wake. I feel like we've seen a lot of crocodiles on this trip, and here's another one. We saw a bunch of buffalo on this little island. And a whole herd of elephants in the distance. I wish I got more of this on video, but we saw a fight break out between two hippos. We got a bit closer to that herd of elephants we saw from before, and it was so cool to watch them drink water from the river and just exist. The baby elephant was so cute. We spent a while watching these elephants, and I genuinely could have stayed here forever, but we kept cruising down the Chobe River until it was time for lunch. We had a great buffet spread for lunch. There's my dessert plate, and then we began our afternoon game drive. Chobe National Park has the highest concentration of elephants anywhere in Africa, so it makes sense that we were seeing a bunch. We also saw a ton of giraffes. This elephant was a lone bull and super angry. It got a little too close to our vehicle, which was super scary, but we made it out alive. We saw some kudu and more giraffes. And then had my favorite sighting of the day, a bunch of sleeping lions. So cool. We learned that giraffes have to do these awkward splits to drink water because their necks are so long. And with a couple more animal sightings, we conclude the final safari of our trip. This was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back in Victoria Falls, we had dinner at Marula Cafe, and the next morning we had something really fun planned, a helicopter ride. Helicopter rides are a super popular way to view Victoria Falls from above. The ride itself is super short, around 15 minutes, but this vantage point of Victoria Falls is unrivaled. You can really see how wide the falls are from this perspective. We also saw a couple of rainbows, which was really special. Today is the final day of this over 2-week-long trip, and this was the perfect way to close it out. I enjoyed every second of this experience. We had a couple of hours before our flight home, so we did a final round of souvenir shopping. And then we said goodbye to Victoria Falls, and we caught another rugby match on our layover in Johannesburg, ending this trip exactly how it started over 2 weeks ago. Thank you so much for following along on this incredible journey through South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Botswana. I had the best time, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time.